Geordie, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, a huge welcome. My name's Charlotte, and for the past 9 months I have basically been starting and learning all about dressage. So I have been doing British dressage for about 5 months, and as you can gather by the title, today and tomorrow I am going to be heading to my first ever area festival, which I am very, very nervous about. I have been working so hard. I'm doing the prelim 19. So yeah, for those of you who are new, I bought my horse Bossy 4 years ago with the intention of doing, British show jumping with him. He's a show jumping bred horse, and it just didn't work out. He's so much horse, and I just could never enjoy ever competing, and all we ended up ever doing was just arena hires, and it just so happens that the arena that I mainly hire is run and owned by 2 lovely British dressage riders, mother and daughter, and I just had one dressage lesson one day and I was fully converted, and best believe a week later I bought my dressage saddle. I bought my dressage tack and I have not looked back since. I have enjoyed every single moment of it. So this area festival is actually my 5th ever British dressage show. I'm very nervous, as you can imagine. I have worked so hard for this. I've only been training with the 2 ladies that I've always trained with, the mother and daughter. I've even gone out of my way, had a look at the British dressage website, looked up the local list 1 judges close to me, just so I could have a couple of lessons with a list 1 judge and really have the finer details picked out of what I can improve on. So I've really gone to town with it. I've even gone out of my way, because where I keep my horse at my parents' stables, we don't have any facilities. I've even gone out of my way to create my own DIY arena. Put a photo here for those of you who haven't seen it, where I literally bought loads of downpipes, potties, flower pots, and used them as markers. I've put flowers out there, I've put banners up to really prepare myself mentally and my horse Bossy as best as possible before going to an area festival. So basically today I'm doing all the prep work because we're actually going to be heading down to Parwood, where we're competing. Bossy's going to be being stabled overnight. I've got a hotel booked. So basically I'm getting everything prepped today because I'm second in tomorrow. My time is 8:02. It's going to be an early one. I don't know whether I like that or I don't like that. I don't know whether going in early is a good thing. It's certainly going to be an early start for me because I've got to get up, get myself ready, head back from the hotel to the stables, plait Bossy up, and I am going by myself as well. So it's just that little bit extra pressure. I have got my lovely trainer actually meeting me down there tomorrow morning because she's going to help me with the warm-up, which I think is so important. That's something I've learned along the way, and I definitely shared a YouTube video on my top tips on how to best prepare for areas, and I've got a lot of hints and tips in there, and having my trainer come and warm me up at my first area festival was one of my tips. So yeah, today we're going to be prepping. I've just made Bossy's feeds because obviously he's going to need his night feed there and his morning feed. As you guys know, he's on his Bailey's Performance Balancer and his Meadow Cobs. Bailey's very kind sponsor, which we're so grateful for. And then also his 100% natural Equinutritive Feel Be Gone and Alpha Gold supplements as well. And again, Equinutritive very kindly sponsor me. So feeds are done. I'm now going to get the trailer prepped. I need to take a wheelbarrow, a broom, a fork, a shovel to muck out with. I need to take a bale of hay with me. I've actually bought shavings there, so when I'm there I can lay his bed and sort that all out. I have tried to be as strategic as possible because I am second on tomorrow. I'm not going to have any time to watch any of the previous riders before me. So another good reason I'm going down today is so that I can watch a few riders compete. I think the last class finishes at 4 o'clock, so I'm keen to get down there and finish Bossy off and set him all up in his stable before 3 o'clock, so I can watch some horses for a good hour, see how they're responding to the arena, see if there's any spooky areas that I need to pre-prep myself for in my head, figure out where the judges are in their boxes, so I need to make sure I'm looking extra smart at all those points that they can see me at because I've got all eyes on me for the first time ever, which I'm nervous about. So yeah, a lot to do, and I will catch up with you guys soon. Whew, that has been a very busy morning. So I marked up Vossi's stable because he comes in at night and out during the day. So his stable's all sorted. I've packed up the car and the trailer with all my bits, like my wheelbarrow, my bale of hay that I need to take with me. Shavings, as I said, are being supplied there that I've paid for. Packed all my tack, packed his rug for tonight, packed his water buckets, his feeds, my saddle pads, my numbers for my bridle, my girth, everything. As you can see, is packed. My car is full to the brim with everything, as is the trailer. Got everything down there. Obviously Vossi will be loaded that side. So yeah, I think I've packed everything. Hitched up. Nerves are starting to kick in now. I didn't even pack my AirPods, and I'm thinking in the morning when I plait, I'd like to have some like meditation music going on in my ears to calm me down, but I didn't even pack them, which is annoying. They're at my house. Sucks, but oh well, I think that's it. I need to bring Vossi in now because I need to wash his tail, wash his legs, make sure they're all clean, and plait the tail up and protect it so it doesn't get all pooey, because Vossi's one to poo in his tail, and that would not be ideal if it was dirty tomorrow morning. So yeah. Oh my gosh, that was the most stressful morning, getting everything ready. I brought Vossi in from the field at 12, knowing I had to leave at 1. I was like, oh, an hour's plenty of time to wash his tail, clean his face, clean off the poo stains. Oh my goodness. I totally forgot my purple shampoo, so his tail is still yellow, which I'm totally gutted about. I tried to give it 3 solid washes and it just was still stained yellow, which is just so disappointing. I've definitely learned from this experience that next time I'm going to hire a groom to help me with all these preparations, because I think it's just too overwhelming and it's just too much doing it on your own. It really is. I'm running 10 minutes behind schedule, which isn't too bad, but you know, last minute things I had to pack. His massage pad, so you know, helps release tension through his back before I ride him. His first aid kit, God forbid anything happens. His grooming kit and things like that. So it's been a hectic time, and I feel a bit but anyway, he's loaded, we're en route now, and sat nav saying under an hour, so hopefully we still get there once I've set up his stable and all his bits and bobs. Hopefully I'll still have time to watch a few combinations from today's competitions that are going on. But yeah, I'm hoping I'm now going to sort of de-stress. I'm going to have classical FM on and just chill out for this journey. Definitely need to. So yeah. Well, we have just arrived. Mr. Vossi was such a good boy. I was surprised how nice that journey was. It was straight on the M25, M3, and then a few roads to get here that weren't country lanes or anything like that. They were main roads. So now I've just reversed up to the stables at Parwood. So I'm going to make Vossi's bed, unload him, give him his hay in his stable, let him settle, and I'm going to go and watch some of the riders. It's quite a small place. I was expecting it to be huge, a bit like Addington, but actually everything's really close together. The stables are about a 2-second walk to the indoor arena, and then the indoor arena is right next to the outdoor arena, so I'm competing. So brilliant stuff. So I'm going to set up Vossi's stable now, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. So the trailer's literally there. Look, that's Vossi's stable. Isn't it a lovely yard? It's got a window at the back. He's got all mats and my 2 shavings there. So I'm going to very quickly set this all up before popping him in, and he's got some friends as well, which is nice. Well, Mr. Vossi's all settled into his stable, as you can see. Look at his little face. He's such a good boy. Got his skip buckets, wheelbarrow, hay for tonight out, and he's got such a big bed, haven't you? Lucky boy, it's all rubber matted. He's settled in really well. He's so relaxed, aren't you, darling? Oh, look at that bit of rubbing. It doesn't look good, does it? Oh, sweetie. Good boys. Well, Vossi is all settled in his stable with his hay and water, and I've just come round to sort of figure where everything is, and it's such a small venue. I thought it was going to be like big with loads of different arenas everywhere, quite mind-blowing, but actually it's really straightforward to figure out where everything is. That's the indoor warm-up behind me, and then you've got right next to it the two main rings. So I'm actually competing on the far right. That's my arena, and I'm just watching a few horses and how they respond to the atmosphere here. It's very quiet, which is good, and I assume because I'm going to be one of the first in, it'll be very quiet for me. And you know, it's almost the end of the day and there's like 3 or 4 people standing around the outside of the arena, so really nice venue. So yeah, just gonna watch a few horses and see how they are, but so far love it. So after getting my bearings at Parwood, I had to pick up myself a pizza and of course my first ever area festivals plaque. Oh my goodness, this wood fire pizza was absolutely delicious, so yummy, and of course had to have it with a garlic and mayo dip. So yum. Well, what a day it has been settling Vossi in and watching some of the riders competing today. As you can see, it is dark. Vossi's tacked up because we've got our evening slot now where we're going to be riding in the indoor from 5:30 till 6 o'clock. I'm going to have a little practice with Voss tonight, see how he's feeling, get him moving nicely, warm him up, and mainly just stretch his legs, to be honest with you. So his hay nets for tonight are soaking over there, so I'm just waiting to fill up the buckets and yeah, get on in a minute. Well, I was not expecting such a wild ride. As I was by myself, I couldn't obviously get any footage, but he was another level mad. We had broncs and all sorts. Well, what an evening. Had my 1 hour riding slot in the indoor arena this evening, and it's safe to say that Vossi was just bronking most of the time. He just wanted to go straight up and walk to canter. There was no trotting. He was tense. He was anxious, he was stressed, and I'm like, are you joking me? I do not need this. I ended up riding him for just over an hour, mainly just walking him to try and get him to really relax, but the time slot was up, so of course I just had to bring him back in the stable. I've given him a groom, popped his night rug on, he's had his dinner, and yeah, I'm not feeling very confident at all, to say the least, but there we go. Let's hope after his little moment this evening and a nice break and sleep in his thick cosy bed, he'll feel a bit better tomorrow and not make mummy so stressed. Hey, cheeky boy. Good morning, everybody. It is 5:30 a.m. the following morning. I slept, as you can probably imagine. I probably slept like a log for the first 2 hours, and then I just kept waking up every hour because I once made this mistake where I accidentally set an alarm which was supposed to go off at 5 a.m. at 5 p.m. and best believe I did not wake up at 5 a.m. My body woke up naturally at 8 o'clock that day, which was the most terrifying experience of my life. So as you can imagine, that trauma has stayed with me. So every hour I kept waking up, running across the room to check my phone and check what time it was. So I stayed in a hotel last night, about 15 minutes away from the yard. Slept so well, sleep that I did get. I had moments where in the night I was having like heart palpitations where my heart was literally racing and I was like shaking with nerves. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with at prelim level. But yeah, I woke up at 5 o'clock, had a shower, just finishing my makeup so that I don't terrify the judges coming down the centre line, if I even make it down the centre line today. After Vossi's wild antics yesterday night in the arena, honestly, last night he was just on one. So today I think I'm just going to pop his equilibrium massage pad on before I get on, just warm his back up, relax him a bit, and then the lovely Georgie is going to come and meet me at about 7 o'clock this morning, warm me in, and then go in and get it over and done with. But yeah, it's about 5:30 now, so after I've finished doing my mascara, I am literally going to shoot to the stables
get Vossi platted up and ready. Then I'm going to get on at about 7:20, and I'm on competing at 8:02. So really, I should be fully warmed up by 8 o'clock, ready to head round to my arena, and that will give me about half an hour to warm him in. Yeah. Do you know what? I really envy people that, you know, can predict their horse's behaviour. I can't predict Vossi's behaviour, and that's what makes it even more stressful. So I don't know what kind of Vossi I'm going to be dealing with this morning. But nevertheless, I'm going to crack on, guys. I don't know when I'm going to catch up with you next. It will most likely be when I'm riding Vossi. So yeah, I'll catch you when I catch you. Keep everything crossed for me, please.
well, bit of a gap since my test. It's about 6 hours later. I literally came down the centre line, saluted, and just burst out into floods of tears. I kept my head down, obviously had my tack check after, and I was just crying so much to the poor lady that was just trying to just give me a thumbs up that my tack was all good. Yeah, I'm just gutted. I'm so gutted. My mind was blank. Usually when I'm going through that test, I've got, 10 things on my mind, literally, like what I'm going to do next. And when I was going around that arena, there was a zero in my brain. My brain was empty. I wasn't thinking about my next step. I wasn't thinking about what I needed to do. I wasn't thinking how I did my previous move. There was nothing in my brain. And oh my God, how do you prepare to make sure that your brain isn't empty when you're competing? It's just experience. It's going out there in those environments and just doing it more and more and more. Of course, I'm absolutely gutted how it ended. Believe it or not, I did actually still manage to score 66.8%. I don't actually know where we finished off overall. I was in 8th for quite some time. And I think the last sort of 6 competitors came in and I was slowly going down. I think I sort of gave up looking after 12th place, and then I just got bossy back on board and headed home before all the traffic hit on the motorway. But yeah, a very eye-opening experience. It's funny because everyone's like, enjoy it, but actually the majority of the time it's actually quite stressful, like traveling to the place, making sure in the weeks leading up to the event your horse isn't going to lose a shoe, it's not going to go lame, it's not going to have an injury, it's not going to, your car's not going to break, your trailer's not going to have an issue. And then of course the day before your show, is your horse feeling good? Are you feeling good? Do you know your test? So many thousands of things that just cause me continual stress, anxiousness and worry. And it's just made me think, if this is supposed to be enjoyable and there are people out there that enjoy it, I don't understand the enjoyment. I tell you what I did enjoy. I did enjoy picking up a photograph at the end, and I'm going to include the photo here if you haven't already seen it on my Insta. Loved the photos, they were brilliant. A huge thank you to Georgie, who, bless her, had a very early start to meet me at the venue to warm me in and help me. I'm just so gutted I forgot, and then after I forgot, it was all downhill. I just didn't ride properly. In the canter, I was leaning forward. I wasn't even sitting deep. He was overbent at times, like behind the vertical. I almost forgot my free range trot 20-metre circle at V. Literally, I was coming to V and I was like, oh no, what's next? I was like, oh wait, now I need to do it. So I honestly don't know, other than continuing to keep going to more BD shows and more area festivals, I don't know how I'm going to combat this issue of going in the ring, going blank. But there you go. That was only my second ever time ever doing a test without a caller as well. So that was also something else that I was having to factor in as well. A lot of you were saying I'm being too hard on myself. And I think people that want to do well are always hard on themselves. And I can't lie, I really wanted to do well today. But you know what? Vossi and I made it there. The day before, as you guys heard, he was just an absolute nutcase in the area that I could ride him in. He just kept bronking. He kept going from walk to canter. He was unsettled. The second I took him in the warm-up today, bless his heart, his A game was on. He was so chilled. He was giving me such nice feeling. So in the warm-up, I felt like I had hope. But yeah, it is what it is. Hey guys, I got some really lovely comments actually from the judges on my score sheets. I've got 3 score sheets, obviously because there are 3 judges. Believe it or not, my lowest mark, despite going wrong, was from a list 5 judge, and that was a score of 5 at our 20-metre circle at C. So it wasn't even like we got a 5 for going wrong. We got a 5 for that, but then we did obviously lose marks. We got 2 marks taken off of us for obviously going wrong. And then of course when I went wrong, I spoke, and you're not allowed to speak, so I lost another 2 marks. But yeah, never mind. Mum is giving me the side eye right next to me saying, hurry up Charlotte, let's unload Vossi, stop yappeting. But this is of course the only time I've had to unwind and update you guys on what's been going on, because obviously I had to clear Vossi's stable out, I had to pack my car up with all my stuff, I had to hitch back up the car, and then I had to load him and then drive back. Now it's all done, all that's left to do is unload Vossi, unpack my stuff, turn him out in the field, let him have a lovely day out grazing. The sun is shining, which is good. Oh, it's safe to say one is happy to be going back out in the field. Can't keep up with him. He's
He's got a new paddock as well, so he's going to be very excited to see his friend again. My little champ, he's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Oh. There we are, happy boy, head straight down. You're happy boy horse. Good boys.
So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned, because best believe I'm going to be aiming to qualify again for the summer area festivals. I'm going to go again for the prelim, because I just feel like, you know, you need to have a successful prelim at areas before you step it up. But that being said, I may also start practicing some novices as well. Lots more to come with my dressage journey. So thanks again for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.